What's up, people? Monday. What's popping? Ooh, y'all. It's a beautiful day. I almost want to get the hammer out and I ain't even got started yet. Bitch, when I tell you it's a beautiful day, you understand me? What's going on here? What is going on here? Let's see. Okay. Girl, get out of my chat. What are you doing? What are you doing? You better be engaging in that schoolwork, girl. Get on out of my chat. 18 and older. And you ain't there yet, sis. So, shout out to all the ladies. Get on out of here, Wowie. Shout out to all the ladies on this Monday. For the one time. Yes. Now, I know we had a live schedule. I know we did, but listen, here's how I feel about it. As soon as I privated that live, you seen that other lives were done. And I just don't have that type of energy for Nicole, of course. I don't watch her regularly. Now, she will be touched. We're going to touch on it. We don't care who like it. Okay, we're not worried about that. However, Mukbanger Media is positive. It will get a little messy from time to time, but y'all know bye baby, see you in a minute, love you. When everybody is talking about it, I don't want to talk about it, but I do believe we were the first ones that had the live scheduled. But listen, it's the energy for me. It got to make sense. It has to be a free flow, and it has to be important enough for me to want to talk about it. So we'll touch on it on the next Mukbanger Media. I don't know if that'll be tonight because I really want to do movie night featuring Imitation of Life. Y'all, if you've seen that movie, flame it up. Monday night movie review with Loca. Okay, I promised y'all every time we do it, it's going to get a little bit more lit and a little bit more lit. But I can't have them blocking my video and stuff. It's really hard to do the movie reviews, especially, with all of the outside stuff that goes on. But I'm wishing everybody positive light, positive energy, a happy Monday midday, because we in here. Now, before I heard, but she's been striking. She's been striking. Now, with the grace of goodness, she's never struck me, but I ain't never sat and drug or a dogged her either. I mean, she's young. Shit. When we young, we make mistakes. We get caught up. Do y'all know how I felt about my first love, bitch? Can we get into it? Okay, we'll save it. We'll save it for Mukbanger Media, and we're going to speak the real about when you in that puppy love, when everybody's telling you no, the more they tell you no, the more you want it. And so it's some things we're going to touch on, but it's going to be when I get ready. You understand? So, Vanita, whenever you get ready for that, I'd like to invite you up since you're the one that brought it to my attention because I really don't watch Baby Girl. Just to close out that little part of what I'm saying, she really does kind of give me ungenuinely Nisha vibe. She reminds me of a Caucasian Nifa. Okay. And so, if I don't really resonate, I don't watch it. But I do know that this, she has been a part of kinda. I never did commentary on her. Now I did find some things strange and suspicious, and we're gonna save that for this segment. So if that's something you want to, get into, if you're interested in that, then set your reminder for Mukbanger Media. I privated the reminder because I noticed that as soon as I made that video title, here they come. And so that's fine, Y'all know it's a Shark Tank out here, but I don't got to race for views. I don't have to race for none of that, okay? Whenever I come out, I'm coming out. And so we do have some surprises still in store that I'm super excited about. Y'all just don't have no idea. Before I get into this midday show, it is a must. It's a must. Like, hey, Rock, baby. Hey, Renee. What's up, Lisa? I don't know if it's the energy, y'all, but I want to just say blessings upon blessings upon blessings. You understand me? I want to shout out Annie for the one time. I want to shout out Nevaeh for the one time. I didn't even come out yesterday. And so, it's not hard to see the one. I want to shout out Lisa always. You know what I mean? I know what it is. Now, I'm probably going to say a couple of things that might touch a couple nerves. That's too bad. I mean everything I say. I want to shout out Miss Veronica for the one time. You understand? I got to shout out the beautiful Roshine for the one time. Right. I got to shout out Liddy Ankh. And I'm going to get my hammer out for Liddy Ankh because I was just so glad to hear from her. She was on my mind. We do have new subscribers, y'all. I want to shout out Naima for the one time. Of course, Lucy. I got to shout out Rock. Got to shout out Miguel. I got to shout out Mo. It's just how it be. Much love to y'all. Appreciate you. I do. And let me tell y'all, anybody that can use any of my verbiage for a day that may not be going so great, for a decision that you just not sound about, you just really don't know, you kind of on the fence of if you should make a certain move or if you should. Everything is just gonna flow through. You don't gotta force it. You don't gotta tweak it. You don't gotta wiggle rig it. You ain't gotta do none of that. It's just going to flow through. Do you understand me? And so I feel so blessed. I appreciate everybody's encouragement. I appreciate the support of the channel because we have been trying to look more towards a positive direction. And that is for a reason. I can promise y'all, elevation is near. I feel it in my spirit. I've gotten emails inquiring about elevation. Man, God is good. So just thank y'all for always being in my corner, honey, which is why when I don't feel like coming out here, I still come out here because I know y'all be missing me because I miss y'all. Now, we're going to get into this midday after we talk about a little something for the one time, right? Give me 1 second. Okay, so everybody knows that over the weekend, I did a couple of just regular audio videos, just came out, shared a couple of stories with y'all, just spoke my piece about how I felt about, what's going on, especially being that we could possibly be a part of war involving other countries. You just never know. Okay. And we'll update on that on the midday. And so, those videos are gone. Okay. For the simple fact that we're going to keep it positive. It's important that, if you really want to receive the message, you have to be in the lives. I'm not getting paid by views at this moment. So it doesn't matter to me if a video gets 1,000 views or only has, so many people catch the replay. If you can be in the lives, be in the lives. It's the energy for me. If you can't, then you're just going to have to catch me on another one because I'm not obligated to keep my content open for anybody. I have a feng shui that I want to flow on my channel, and that's just what it's going to be until I decide otherwise. You understand? Like, I'm really about to push this positive narrative, you understand? Because nobody, I don't follow, I don't go with the crowd, none of that. It's the other way around. If there's any following, it would be after me. You understand? Okay. So speaking of that, we know that in this chat, there have been many individuals who have gotten a lot of shine out this chat. Why? Because I'm sociable. I'll call you out. I acknowledge you. I taught a whole train of content creators how to engage with their comments. I'm gonna continue to say that because I did that and I have that right to mention that. Okay. But on the other hand, there is a such thing as attention seekers in the chat. Okay. There is a such thing as a certain type of neediness that I just don't resonate with. Now, let me be clear about what I mean when I say that. Okay. If you're really here for me, if you're really here for the content, then you come in, you speak to people, and you keep it moving. When you hear me talking about certain subjects, when you hear me talking about certain things that I would consider to be important, I simply ask for a certain matter of respect. That doesn't mean you can't dialogue in the chat. Yeah, but you're not about to make my chat about you, especially when we're talking about a serious matter. Now, quick little disclaimer, nobody is forced to be here. If you ever feel like you are being treated some type of way, or I really don't like you, then I would suggest that you unsubscribe, exit to left, and for your own good, don't look back. I don't have to blast you. I don't have to make a mockery out of you. I don't have to front you. I'm giving you a gift, which is the gift of goodbye. Okay, this is a virtual reality. It only becomes a personal reality if you become too involved. I'm not in the arse kissing business. When I say what I say, I mean it. If you take me there, we're there. And we ain't going nowhere else. You understand? So if you feel in your heart that I don't like you, then you probably shouldn't be here. It's really simple. For certain individuals that like to send $5 here, $3 there, I appreciate you. But there are also supporters, you understand, that make sure that every coin counts, right? Don't ever think that your dollar is more valuable than anybody else's dollar. Please know that. So if something were to happen and you say, well, I support you. Well, I'm giving you content, and I've probably given you more than just content within my message alone. So I would advise you or prompt you to keep your little $2, $3. I won't miss it. It's okay. I don't feel like that's genuine support. However, I appreciate it if it comes from a genuine place. That's as honest as I can get. Take it or fucking leave it. Simple as that. But because of a donation, whether it be smaller or larger, I won't be bending any corners, right? Or changing any boundaries, right? Or lacking any respect because of your coin, whether it's small or large. So as long as we have that understanding, I think we'll be A-okay. Right? Respect is exchanged. And what the subscriber has that's a little bit more, I think that they have a kind of a level up over me, because you can actually just go to the left. You can actually just exit on out. You don't got to say a word, never to return. Now, if I feel like you're a genuine supporter, if we have had contact and I don't see you around, you'll know if I like you or not, because anybody that I take a liking to, and I know I have some witnesses in the chat, if I don't see you around, and some of these people ain't never gave me a quarter, by the way. Oh, I will reach out. Hey, are you okay? I haven't seen you around. I'm just making sure you still in the land of living. That's how I am. You understand? So you'll know if I like you or not. Try disappearing for a while. See if I reach out to you. If I don't, maybe I didn't. You understand me? So I just wanted to get that quick little clarification, right? I really hate to hurt people's feelings, but just make sure you don't hurt mine. Fair exchange has never been a robbery. Let's get into this astrology for the one time. Now I gotta let this roll really quick, okay? Because I gotta do something really quick. Thumbs me up. Happy midday, positive light and energy to everybody in the building. You understand me? I hate to speak on this midday Mayday, but we gotta catch up with the catch up. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So quick little update. Shout out to all the Pisces in the building for the one time. It's still Pisces season, y'all. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay. So it looks like we have a moon in square Uranus right now. Uranus in Taurus. Okay. So there could be some surprises coming up for some of us. You might get a surprise phone call. You might get a surprise invite. Shit, you might get a surprise check. You never know. Okay. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is important in this energy right now. Let me put my little astrology wheel up. I'm so happy to be out here with y'all. I swear. I still got a box to open, Mama Debbie. I ain't forgot. I'm doing it today because I got to release the video of the last opening. Shout out to my mods. Hey, M. Hey, Lizzie Pooh. Shout out to my mods. Who else is up in here? What up, Goop Doo, baby? Hey, Cynthia. Pisces season. And so, let's see a good way to describe what's really going on. You know, it's always good to take that second thought in this time. It's not as hectic as what it was in the last week or so. Okay. So some energy will be releasing them, you know, like kind of if you got the foot on the neck, you know, we're going to take about 3 of the toes off the neck, right? And maybe the heel of the foot, but that palm of the foot will still be there. Okay. So you still got to tread lightly in this time. Okay. Just think about what you got going on. You know, there is going to still be that bit of need to want to be involved and want to say, and, you know, all of that right now. I would suggest that you avoid that if you could. Some people may be feeling like a bit of a lack of interest in certain things. Listen, man, push through with the push through. It's okay. Breathe, take a second look and try to push through. Other than that, you know what to do. Shit, we shining around here. We can't worry about all that extra stuff. Okay, but we do respect spirit and energy. Nonetheless, honey, I don't play with it because I know what it's giving. Okay. As we move on in the midday show, thumbs me up for the one time if you don't mind. I would appreciate it. Okay. I want to talk about what's up and coming for these channels as we move back into monetization for both of them, bitch. Okay, I want to talk about what's to come. Okay, so for some of my people that are really interested in astrology, energy read, yes, Mama Debbie, and you, girl, you can always call me. I don't know how many times, you're not getting on my nerves and none of that. And if this video happens to find my other Miss Debbie, I cannot make this up, y'all. We got there was one point in time where we had a couple of Jackies. I don't know how many of them was real, but I know at least two of them was. Okay, Jackie Payne and Jackie Gathers, I believe. Now she don't fool with us no more, but that's okay. Separation is necessary and good sometimes. Okay, but I still respect her. I don't dislike her or anything. So, you never know. In this chat, we might have duplicate names and they really are authentic people because we can sense the trolls and stuff, And then, of course, we do have some trolls that are good trolls that I let hang around. I know they trolls, but they act right. And as long as you act right, it's okay. Okay. Let's see here. Astrology, people that like astrology, and anybody that wants to look a little bit deeper into metaphysics. Okay. I think that's a good way for me to comfortably come out. So I'll be creating a small group. I think I'll start out with about 25 because I want to be absolute hands-on. And it's going to be a learner's metaphysics course. It'll be maybe about 3 courses, and there'll be levels to it. I don't know if I want to do it like in a membership or just take y'all over to Instagram, or we could just conduct it right here. It is important that melanated people consider looking into metaphysics a bit more. Okay. It seems like, especially the melanated community strays away from science when everything around you is science. Okay. Big or small. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat, it is all based on a science and a mathematic, which go hand in hand. And I would love to share, because I am still learning as well. I'm not a scholar, okay? But I'd like to share what I am certain of and what is fact-based and what I can prove, on a learner's level, a beginner's level, excuse my tongue ties, bitch. I'm trying, okay? With the people that are interested. I know that we have a lot of non-denominational people here, a lot of people that know that there is a creator and respect the idea of a creator and a holy, righteous something up there that ordains what is known to be perfection and imperfections, okay? Without all of the religious things. Anybody that has been around, you know that I'm not religious. I am a free thinker, but at one point in time, I was just like those of you that are. I have been a Christian. I have been a Hebrew. I have been an Israelite. I have been a Baptist. And so I can only speak from testimony and trial and tribulations, but I'd like to do that with a smaller, intimate crowd, group. And I bet I can point out the ones that would be interested. And so please be sure to follow me on Instagram at Loca, the Coldest Libra, because I have started briefly going live over there. Well, there won't be any filters or anything. We're just going to go live so I can get more comfortable with that platform. And if anybody is interested in that particular thing there, I would prefer for you to be a Liddy VIP. Simply send me a request. If I can verify you, then I will add you. Okay. If you have any question, oh my cat, y'all, I'm sneezing. Look at Louie. Look at him. Won't be bothered, Woogie. I mean, I don't know if Louie, because he was around him since he was a baby, but Louie think he's his daddy. It's so cute, y'all. I got to show y'all. Louie is so protective. Louie is an Aquarius. His birthday was about a week ago. He's, highly intelligent. And he's so nurturing. Like, he think he's the cat daddy. You understand me? Louis the Cat Daddy. I see you, Woogie. But yeah, y'all, if you're interested in that, you can hit me at roses@gmail.com if you have any requests or concerns pertaining to video requests, topic requests, movie night, and or how to be a part of the membership for what I would consider beginner's metaphysics course. And I'm telling you, I've already started working on the first session. You know, they won't be any more than an hour, okay, because I already am trying to juggle a lot, but I do feel like we're running out of time. And I think it's very important for me to use what I have now and try to put that out in the universe, in the atmosphere, okay? Because I do have a following, whether people like it or not. I have some people that will follow me wherever I go, but we can start that right here on this platform and then take it as high or as far as we need to in the future. So let's get into this midday, y'all. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. I want to get into some of the happenings that's going on. Thumbs me up if you just entered the room. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. We on our way. We on our way. Hey, Serenity and Seahawk. Good to see y'all this midday. And so let's get into it, y'all. Where my midday music, bitch? Where my midday music? Let's just go Well, so y'all know how I'm feeling. I'd like to pretty much get into the more serious things before we touch on, you know, the other topics and stuff. And so let's just do that. Okay. So some of you may, shout out to Lucy for always. Listen, y'all, I don't know why Lucy's not like, girl, this girl, I'm telling you, wow. I mean, and go subscribe to her shorts channel. Subscribe to her channel. Subscribe to Tia Michelle's channel. Who else I'm loving on that they got little shorts channels, just little shorts channels. Go subscribe to VT. Who else, y'all? Who else? But yeah, so she keeps us up. She keeps me updated on the back end with, you know, kind of some of the topics to bring out. And I appreciate that. So I'm gonna call a nigga out if I feel like I told y'all, all support means something to me. So I did start browsing over here on the neighborhood talk, right? But we know that the Shade Room does get a little bit more in detail, but shout out to both blogs, okay? Matter of fact, hold on. I think I'll start off with the Shade Room so we can get into what's going on in the Ukraine and what's going on with Russia. Now, before we start talking about what's going on with Russia, you guys, we know that there is war going on right now in another country, being the Ukraine. They are being attacked by Russia right now at the moment, okay? And America has involved themselves and put sanctions on any financial involvement that Russia has going on with America, okay? And so a lot of people now, when you look at these blogs, you think, well, okay, I mean, the world is still going on. I mean, nobody cares, but really you should, okay? Because there are a lot of fundings coming from other countries, you know, like America, to places like Russia, to places like Asia, Ukraine, and all of this. There's a lot of international, not trading, but business being done, which is another reason why we should take it seriously. Don't forget, Russia is one of the most powerful energy sources. Okay, so right now, like even in my state, we are ran by a German energy source. Germans own the energy services in Kentucky. And so, as a citizen, maybe you could take the time out to see who is responsible for your energy source in your country, being that we could possibly be affected by this war going on. Okay. Now, before I start reading this verbiage, if you have any spare time, thumbs me up, y'all, if you don't mind. If you have any spare time, you can feel free, okay, to do your research on Russia and its technologies. I want to bust up some myths really quick, okay? For some reason, a lot of Americans, they underestimate these other countries. Yes, start gathering. Yes, listen to rock. They feel like because they're not American, they're not powerful. I really need people to do their research on Russia and how advanced they are in their technology. Okay, how long they have involved themselves with technology and the people who sponsor it. Okay. Putin told you in the last midday show, I read a statement where Putin said that they are ready. Okay. Now, you better say it, Liddyville. People need to understand that Russia is not slow. Okay. Russia is one of the first ones to ever launch any type of satellite or missiles out in outer space realms. Okay, they're one of the first ones to do the research, on the so-called moon. Okay, and so it's not good to underestimate these countries. All countries have been preparing to battle America because America has been deemed to be the most powerful country. But we all know as time changes, things change. There may have been once upon a time, and I will go ahead and honor that statement that yes, once upon a time, America was one of the most powerful countries. Darn, I almost lost that word. In reference to weaponry or artillery. Okay. But, not to discredit America. I love my country. I'm grateful to be a citizen in America. And I'm sure you are as well, especially when you look around and see what's going on with other countries and some of the dictatorship and communism that's going on. But don't ever think that can't be us one day, especially if all dictators get together and keep pushing this one world unit. Okay. Another thing is that because time has changed and they have been preparing, you always should be preparing. You don't wait until a battle to prepare for a battle. You start preparing for that battle years upon years before, so that you are ready and that you can come out and make a statement like what Putin said last week. I believe him. Okay, part of the metaphysics classes or let's just say lectures, so to speak. And I will be giving like small little assignment homeworks and, giving out cash apps and all that. It's going to be lit, y'all. Don't you ever think I ain't been working. When I'm at work, I'm working. You understand me? And so you have to understand, you can look at Putin and I'm going to blow him up. Okay. You can look at Putin. Okay. These people are not of us. Okay, they have a different mindset. They have a different spiritual realm. They serve a different God, and they mean everything that they say. Okay, and so we still need to be praying for our country, especially after what I'm going to read you. So the Shade Room goes on to say, according to recent reports, Vladimir Putin has ordered the Russian nuclear forces on the highest level of alert due to statements he believes were aggressive from NATO countries, which many are fearing could have a worrisome outcome. Additionally, it's also being reported that Ukraine and Russia have agreed to have a discussion in the hopes to come to a resolution following the invasion. Okay, but they say that the story is still progressively Developing. Ukraine agrees to hold talks with Russia at the Belarusian border. Okay, after a phone call with Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko. Oh, I did good, bitch. Let me get that hammer out. Lukashenko on Sunday. Ukrainian president, now this is pushing it, bitch, okay? Volodymyr Zelensky agreed to hold talks with Russia at the Belarus border, per AFP. Also on Sunday, Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered the military to put its nuclear forces on the highest level of alert in response to what he called aggressive statements by NATO countries. So before I move on, I want to make it clear that Biden, some may call him your President Biden, but Biden says that he doesn't like what's going on. He mentioned that he was going to have a meeting about this, and then later on came out to say that he has frozen all assets involving any financial interaction with Russia. So if any banks that we have affiliated, between our country and Russia, the funds have been frozen. And we know that is a great way to agitate. Well, apparently Putin, that didn't affect Putin or, the Russian leaders, the Russian empire. Okay. Don't forget that just like America, Russia has financial engagement with all countries, just like America does. Okay. And so apparently that wasn't good enough. Now we know what happens when you pose a threat or you make an adjustment in a time of battle or war, it only elevates. Okay. We know how it goes. So once the funds are frozen, it'll be something a little bit more aggressive. Now, if you think about what Putin just said about putting all nuclear weapons on high alert simply by a statement, he said that he didn't like the statements that were made, right? So you verse a statement and an action, which one is worse? Okay. So, I mean, he's calling for nukes for a mere statement. Okay. So this is why we should be concerned. You understand? This little beady-eyed man is probably worse than Biden. He ain't playing. They ready. You understand me? And so we as melanated people have nothing to do with this war. We need to be ready and prepare ourselves spiritually. You understand? During a phone call with Belarusian President Zelensky agreed that the Ukrainian delegation would meet with Russian delegation without preconditions on the Ukrainian-Belarusian border near the Pripyat River, whatever that means. Okay. And so there's going to be another meeting had. And I hope now, it would, this is not the movies. Okay. And so you can't always expect a happy ending. Okay. Especially when you don't have any control. So, I'm hoping that the meeting is successful and some terms can be agreed upon. However, we just don't know. Okay. Thank you, Camilla Lovebug. I'm glad to have you here. Okay. So next I want to move on to another part in the shade room. Shout out to the shade room, bitch. I'm digging them right now. Okay, the White House has announced that in concert of the European Commission, France, Germany, Italy, and the United Kingdom and Canada, the U.S. is backing the expulsion of certain Russian banks from SWIFT. According to CNN, this is in an effort to collectively ensure that war is a strategic failure for Putin. Another thing that I'd like to discuss in some of these metaphysics courses is, the underlying meaning of war, why it is necessary, and how it gets put into play. But y'all know I can't do that freely on the midday show. So please consider, preparing yourself for my first offer of engagement for this metaphysics literature course. I'm going to touch it all. And y'all know I don't miss a beat. Okay. So let's take a quick listen. And I want to do that without interruption. let's take a quick listen, you guys, at what this article has to say. Now, it is only 1 minute long. Okay. Let's, if I can find it, just a moment. I would like to play it, but I have a feeling, because I do have two devices up, that it could possibly echo, and I just don't want that. Okay, no more echo. Shout out to Renee, much love, baby. I'm proud of me too, and I'm proud of y'all for hanging in there with me. They don't know us like that. Okay, they don't know us like that. We just make it do what it do. But how many of you all were around when I said there was a bit of, now I do feel like that energy has changed for the beginning of the week, but I'm gonna tell you, for the end of last week and a little bit over the weekend, for me, there was a bit of sovereignty in the air. Okay. And let me tell you, it could have just been me picking up on the energy of the Ukrainian people. I don't know. But listen, because everything is connected, they are on a constant pursuit of a one world unit. And so in order to do that, some people have to go. And it doesn't matter what race you are. Okay. When you are part of the elite, when you are part of a brotherhood, it's all about the rich and the poor. Color doesn't matter. If you're not in the rich bracket, you don't matter. Okay. And so that's what we're dealing with here. So it's just important for us to educate and edify ourselves on how to get spiritually inclined, Bluetooth, so that we can move forward no matter what the consequences or circumstances are. We're just, we're regular people, and prayers going out to any of the ladies city that has military family. Flame it up if you have anybody in the military in your family. Please, this is your time to rep. Praying for American military as well. You just don't know. You don't know when it's going to be their time to head on out and serve for cause that maybe we didn't necessarily ask for, but y'all know that's how it goes. Let's see if this will play, you guys. Do I have it on?
What's the latest? Well, some dramatic new information that really explains how quickly events are moving. Just 2 days ago, President Biden said that European Union leaders were not on board with essentially expelling some Russian banks from the SWIFT network financial system. That has changed. Just a few moments ago, a joint statement from the White House, as well as leading European Union nations, are saying now they are going to do that and target specific banks in Russia to expel them from the SWIFT financial network. What that is, it's the network that connects banks in Russia and indeed around the world, some 11,000 financial institutions. So what it does is it essentially closes them off. It's viewed as the financial nuclear option, if you will, the economic nuclear option. European Union countries were slow to do this because it will have economic impacts on their countries as well. But Wolf, this is a dramatic development, a big step from just the last couple days.
So he said it's still ongoing. Okay, I hope you guys could hear that. I wasn't able to connect it to the Bluetooth, but I do have to move on. Okay. Power on. And so as you can see, there are further steps being taken, okay, to kind of agitate or kind of chastise Russia a little bit. And from the looks of it, Putin is not adhering. Now, we don't hear him outrightly, or at least I haven't came across any articles saying his response to what Biden has chosen to do in reference to freezing funds in any bank involvement with America and Russia. However, we know it's coming. Okay, eventually, now right now, I will say that their main focus is the Ukraine. Okay, but then after that, there's always backlash. And so every action causes for a reaction. And so as an American citizen, I know that not only myself, but Liddy City would like to know, what is Putin's response to the freezing of the finances from the major financial institutions involving America and Russia. Okay, here we have another article. Okay, Is this the same one? This is the same one. Okay. But of course, you guys know that there are many articles. Okay, so I might do little snippets and come out, but I mean, it's all over the news, all over CNN. You guys pretty much know what's up. We're all waiting to see what's to come. How much should we take cover? I think it is important to go ahead and take the advice of our lady sister Rock for the one time. You know, go out and get all the canned goods you can. Okay, bitch, if you can go buy a cow, go get you one. Okay, go get you some fish, some sardines, some tuna. You know, all the noodles, whatever you can get. Water after water. Don't wait until it's too late. We just don't know. We just don't know. Moving on in other serious news, color-coded map based on hospitalizations capacity and new cases, vaccines and booster shots still encouraged. Okay, so the heat is being turned up. Okay, after 2 years of mask mandates, the CDC has issued new guidelines that are drastically different from before. With a more relaxed approach by 70% of Americans, CDC is now basing their new suggestions on 3 categories: county hospitalizations, capacity, and new cases, the website reports. Now the CDC CV19 community level metrics are based on 3 pieces of data in a community. Are y'all understanding what this means? They are keeping track. Hey, Kanisha, my baby. Hey, Charlie, my love. They are keeping track. It's kind of like the census. Why do you think that they pushed that Census Bureau? Why do you think they pushed the census agenda so hard before all of this really hit the fan about the mandation? Okay, they are gonna start cracking down, and it's awfully. I got chills, y'all. It's awfully strange and suspicious that they are cracking down with keeping track on who has the vax right when anything is possible with this Russian military. Now the CDC, CV19 community level metrics, y'all, which means, catalog, like keeping track. Metrics are based on 3 pieces of data in a community, okay? New CV19 hospitalizations, hospital capacity, and new CV19 cases. The CDC website includes a list of U.S. countries and their current CV19 level. So they are tracking, so to speak. Shout out to the people who originated that, okay? Vax and booster shots are still being enforced. They are still recommending that you willingly go ahead and get tagged, because that's what you're doing, bitch. You're getting tagged. Okay, keep that in mind. They watching. Just because they're not pushing it as much, you don't hear it as much, it's still going down. There are still restaurants that you can't get in if you don't have that card. It's a lot of things that are still being done. As a matter of fact, I was shopping one day last week and had to leave a place because they requested that I had, I show a card. Okay, and so it is one of those things. And I know that there are people that have chosen to get it. God bless you. More power to you. I'm wishing you love, light, and good health. Okay. But I'm going to stand my ground. And I'll say that in front of any military, any government. Okay. Now, as we move on, I think we got one more piece of important information. I saw it earlier. I hope that I can find it again. I'm always doing that. Shout out to y'all. Happy Monday, y'all. It's a beautiful Monday, beautiful midday. The sun is out, it's beaming. And so y'all know my spirit's lifted, okay? I don't think we read this one. I think this one was it. I don't know. Okay. But let's move on to more positive news. Y'all know what it is. Keep your eyes open. And I know that there are some people that don't like to really that don't like to really watch news all the time because it is always something negative. But listen, you don't want to be in the dark, okay? Anything can happen because Russia did say that they are putting their nuke. I said nuke. I didn't say the military. I said nuke on high alert. Okay. And so that means that that's directed towards any and everybody that Russia feels threatened by. Okay. So, just take a quick little 5 minutes, I would suggest CNN. Some people like to get their news from Fox, whatever floats your boat. Just be sure to dedicate at least 5 to 10 minutes, at least twice a day in this day to keep up and see what's going on. Okay. I mean, don't forget that about maybe 2 months ago, or maybe even lesser than that. Don't forget about the blackout. There was a blackout where all internet, okay, anything that had to do with the web was shut down. They shut down Insta, Facebook, all of that. It was called the blackout. And, I felt like I came out. I told you guys on the midday show that I believe that was a test. Okay. That was a test for something, for the bigger plan. Okay. And so let's just keep ourselves edified, educated, and let's move on the midday show. But we're going to have a beautiful day, bitch, while we still can. Okay. Let me see if I can hook this up. This thing is acting up, y'all. Can I win today? Can I win? Give me one moment.
Thank you so much.
So let's get into what Oprah is here for. They don't use her for a lot, okay? That's how you know that Oprah is one of the elitist elites. I mean, she is definitely one of them. I mean, when the media respects you and you have melanin, you know you got some power, okay? She's like the melanated spawn of them, okay? So they used Oprah as a thumbnail. They said, so bliggity black. Now y'all know how I feel about that word, okay? And there's so much wordplay in the English language, but we'll go ahead and settle for now, okay? They better, says the Shade Room, 4 celebs who put on their cities, right? So the Shade Room is talking about how certain black celebrities, quote unquote, have put their cities on. For instance, I can use my city, for example, Muhammad Ali. He's from right around the corner. Okay, Louisville, Kentucky, the home of Muhammad Ali. Louisville, Kentucky, the home of Static Major. Louisville, Kentucky, the home of the lady that played in the Hunger Games. So we got a few, celebrities that put us on the map. Why don't you put what celebrity put your city on the map, just like the Shade Room is asking while I read this quick verbiage. One time for the Oprah Winfrey, says the Shade Room. They done stole my stuff. Born in Kosciuszko, she had no idea. Missouri, okay, and later moving to Milwaukee, Oprah was once the highest paid entertainer. The Oprah Winfrey Show also made history as the longest running syndicated show of its kind. I don't know. I thought Jerry Springer was. I don't know. We got to do our reference check. The actress is also the first Black woman to own a media company, becoming a millionaire at 32 years old. She did that. Okay, clap it up for Oprah if you want to. Okay, it says when it comes to excellence and doing what needs to be done, we got it in the bag, right? I don't see nobody putting no actor that put their city on. Okay, but let's take a listen. They're trying to get me copyrighted. Bye. Okay, so then they have Beyonce. They say you already know that Beyonce holding it down for H-Town, aka Houston, Texas, with an estimated net worth of nearly 500 million. The mogul has won over 28 Grammys. Beyonce is also the first solo artist to have 6 #1 consecutive albums to debut #1 on the Billboard charts. She better work, okay? Yep, we see you, B, but we've been knowing that, okay? And it looks like after B, a whole lot of people start popping up out of Texas, out of Houston, okay? Houston's a big old city, though. I mean, let's not play like it's not. It's room enough for a few more to pop out, put the city on the map. And then next we have Meek. I think that's Meek Mills they saying. They said one thing about Meek, he gonna rap Philly. He gonna rap, I almost said Philly motherfucking Philly. Let me get my mind right. Let me kumbaya. I almost said PP. Now I know something's the matter with that. She ain't got nothing to do with this. But they said that Meek is going to rep Philly no matter what. The Billboard Music Award winner has given away thousands of backpacks. We talked about that, didn't we? Christmas gifts and generous donations to his hometown. The platinum rapper has also contributed to justice, reform, and more. With these accomplishments, he's truly made a name for himself. They ain't put his net worth up, though, did they? He probably was worth more when he was with Nicki. Boy, he messed that up, didn't he? Could you imagine? Think about that. Somebody like Meek Mill, a hood Negro, a Philly native, okay, from the hood, who can rap. I will give him that. He puts that energy. Thank you, Kanish. I see you. Okay. Dennis Smith Jr. Okay. He puts that excitement. He gives that energy in his music. Which is why some of his rap songs will be like classics for a very long time. But this young man had a chance with Nicki Minaj. Wow. And he blew it. How do you mess that up? And I don't know. I don't think old Meek has been right since. I tell you what, they ain't put that net worth up there though, did they? Next, we have Ye, aka, oh no, they said the Ye area. Excuse me. Repping Vallejo, California, E40 is putting on for the Bay Area with his wine collection, Earl Stevens collection. Come on, Ed. And food brand, Goon with the Spoon. Might as well add mogul to his list of titles as an early angel, the investor of Clubhouse. Man, now this is a smart man, okay? E40 is a man who clearly wears many hats. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clap it up for E40 for the one time. You know, that's all I want to hear is investments, bitch, okay? It's just like the dope game. You gotta get that money out of this entertainment game, and you gotta flip it and get up out of it. I'm gonna clap it up for E40 for the one time. All right, E, we see you. Okay, honey, he got a food brand. Okay, he's got a wine collection, and he's an investor in Clubhouse. Okay, baby Jay-Z. Okay, we see you. Definitely a guru in the game, though. I mean, I don't know too many people. You know, E40 definitely put California, one of the major gurus that put California on the map. And I do feel like he's highly respected in the industry. They ain't got no choice. I mean, you know, when you don't give somebody a reason not to respect you, then, you know, you leave them with no choice. Okay. This is the article I was looking for. Now, I hate to be a motion jerker, for the one time, but I got a mission accomplished. I got to accomplish the mission. I thought this was very important. So as we talked about international trade, international businesses, okay, involvements, like certain pay-to-pay engines like Cash App, like PayPal. These certain engines allow you to transfer monies or services through their app, okay? And so it's not just us, it's with all countries. And we know that a lot of Africans go to Europe. A lot of Africans are in China and Asia, but it looks like there's a lot of Africans in Ukraine as well. Okay, multiple shocking reports of Africans being denied the opportunity to leave Ukraine to get to safety. Okay, this is where that old statement comes from. There's no place like home. Okay, I mean, I'd rather be naked and afraid in the country that I'm from than naked and afraid in a new and strange environment. Okay, sometimes you just got to leave well enough alone, but they're over there and it looks like they can't get out. According to the Shade Room, overnight, absolutely shocking reports emerged that Africans who are desperately trying to escape Ukraine and head to safety are being denied due simply because they are Black, while being subjected to harsh discrimination and claims of abuse. The trending topic, African in Ukraine, on Twitter quickly detailed the horrific conditions that many Africans are reportedly facing, including a mother and a small child being blocked from boarding a train to leave the country following its invasion by Russia. This situation is developing, and we will be keeping you posted with the updates, okay? Prayers going out to them babies and them Africans. Listen, it's sad. I bet they wish they wouldn't, they weren't even over there. You'd much rather be in a place that you're familiar with than an unfamiliar place in a time of tragedy or chaos. A bike Dabiri Eruwa says that indeed confirmed that Africans are having issues heading to Poland. Our embassy in Romania has made arrangements to receive Nigerians through the Romanian border. Please call the numbers below for the consular officer and head of chancellery, respectively. Okay, so it's just like America and the Mexican border. Okay, it's the same thing for the Africans in other countries, even though, these same people were rulers over the once known Europa, originally known as Europa at one point in time. Okay, which is actually not even a country. Okay, it's not even a continent. It's actually like a plateau. It's like a what is the word? It's not a country, okay? And we'll get into that in the metaphysics course, okay? But let's move on. There's really only 6 continents. Please know that. Hearing from another student in Lviv this morning who says Africans are not being allowed to board trains to the border, are being left on platform. Too many testimonies now to discount. So there are people speaking out about, what they know is going on over there. The question is, who's going to help them? Will their own people help them? Or is it up to America to go save them as well? I almost feel like they're using the Africans as a pawn, because America's going to always come and kind of save the day, so to speak. So you got to be careful about these frontline stories. I mean, it really shouldn't be a matter of color, because there are many mothers and children that are being held hostage, meaning Ukrainian mothers, European mothers, Asian mothers. Anybody in the Ukraine is being held hostage right now, especially when you're under a war. We know that is, typically how it goes. Stephanie Busari says, I am in touch with several Nigerians and other Africans who are trying to get out of Ukraine and who say they are facing discrimination and abuse. Please DM me. You are affected or know if you are affected or know someone who is. So I do like to see that there are people that are trying to be a voice and at least give some type of services. But we got to keep in mind that this is all nationalities that are in the Ukraine at this time. And we don't want to make it a big thing as if this will be a cause for America to step in. I almost got a feeling that this will be used as one of the reasons why. But that's just something that I'm feeling at the moment. This could all be just what I'm feeling. So, keep in mind, this is not fact when I give my personal opinion, but I will prompt you before I do that. Thousands of Africans fleeing Ukraine. Now, they said thousands of Africans fleeing Ukraine, especially students, have lamented alleged maltreatment and passport seizure by Ukrainians at the border. Okay. And then the Voice newspaper says hundreds of Africans trapped in Ukraine war zone, racial segregation on the borders as Polish and Ukrainian guards deny safe passage based on skin color. And here's my thing. It's never, when did that ever go away? I mean, that's going on all over the world. You got light Indians that don't like dark Indians. You've got, racism all across the country. And, it's always happening. So, it's I could really get deep, but I'm gonna keep it cute. Just spoke with Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs, and he's just now spoken to his counterpart, Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs. As a result, they have just directed their border guards that all foreigners should be allowed to leave. Thank you. Okay. So the Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs did speak and give a direct order, but when you're under war, that order may not mean nothing if you don't have the artillery and the military to match. Okay, so that's just a quick little update about that. Okay. Yeah, let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. Prayers going out to the Africans. Maybe they kind of see what some of us Black Americans go through, But I definitely pray for them babies, okay? And I am, wishing for peace, no matter what color you are. But we know that there is a mission put in place. So if I can get this to pop up, I'd like to move on to a quick little snippet of Mayweather. Don't forget, Mike Tyson is supposed to be fighting one of the Logan brothers here shortly. We got Mayweather with a whole gold and diamond mine on his neck. What in the pit bull is going on here with Mayweather? Help me understand. So how did you guys like the football season? Do we have any, let's see, who played football last night? I saw something with the New Orleans. Who was it? It was football. Put your team in the chat. Let's think positive. I had to get that out. I meant to add that in the first segment. So I do apologize for the emotion jerker, but we got to get these facts out really quick. As we move on, in other news in the shade room, maybe we'll head on over to the neighborhood talk before we get up out of here. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Much love to y'all. Y'all give me 1 second. Illicit. Now, I wanted to get into that. Okay, I see y'all Steelers. Y'all know I don't know nothing about football. I just know it got played last night. That's all I know. Okay, Lord. Now I do be trying to act like I know, around, certain people. I'll be trying to make him think that I know a little bit. But girl, I don't know about no football. Okay. Anyway, so I want to get into Kim and Ye. Okay. We talked about this on several midday shows. This is an ongoing thing. I don't know if they're doing this to keep themselves in the spotlight or if the media just actually has their foot on on Kanye's neck, more so Kanye than Kim. Now, you probably thought this was Kim and Ye, but it's not. This is Ye's new thing. They're calling her a Kim lookalike. Now, I have seen her name before. I can't tell you what it is right now. If you know what it is, put it in the chat. But she is looking like a younger, thicker Kim. So she does seem like she would definitely be his type. She's a pretty girl. Okay. Kanye, how do you want your family back, but you posted up with a Kim lookalike is what they saying. Okay. Now we do know that Kim has moved on. She can be seen with her new thing. Doesn't he have a right to do what he do? Okay. I don't know how ugly it's gonna get for Ye and Kim, but I'm hoping that the media will allow them to move forward. I'm hoping he dumped the other one. Right. He had that other girl. I can't think of her name. I don't know these people's name. Okay. But damn it, Ye. Maybe he can use some of them coins and ask the media to kind of pay the media to back up off of him a little bit. Because the media acts propaganda, okay? They absolutely promote and demote at the same time. And I'm not sure what their mission is when it comes to Kanye. Okay, because they're watching his every move. They kind of watching him way more than they are Kim, who has turned, Kim is black in this day, okay? Kim is a black woman, and so is Courtney. The only one that's still white is Kendall. She run around naked on Instagram, okay? It's a special privilege for me. But a lot of people may not know you can purchase you a little melanin if you got the right coin. And I'm thinking that's what's going on here. I mean, these Kardashians and other non-melanated women seem to be turning more and more melanated by the day. And it is it's strange and suspicious to me, but I do have a backstory to follow up with that, but we'll have to touch on that on another midday show. So we did talk about April Jones and Tay Diggs. Somebody said that they weren't together, but they seem to be together all the time. Okay, so Tay Diggs and April Jones giving us some spirit fingers. So here they are having a little dance and stuff. And I told you, because April don't got the kids. Oh, Marion has the kids, okay? So April's running around like a free bird, okay? She done got her some old acreage, and I think she likes it, okay? And here they are. Let's take a look. Not listening to the Pretty Ricky. Come on in with that static music, okay? I am here for it. Let me get my hammer out. Listen, I'm all about a good time, and it looks like they are having a good time together. Okay, two good-looking people. How can you go wrong? Okay. We know that April is not like the typical gold digger. Now, some people are saying that April is a jump off. She did some strange and suspicious movements back, in the past by dating best friends and being kind of loose with her limbs and things. But we all have something that we could work on. I don't want to down April in this midday show. I want to promote her having a good time, and her and Tay, pretty much exercising their options, engaging in a relationship, so to speak, right? Now, I want to talk about when you got a good thing before we head up out of here, because I got to go, y'all. I got to do my opening for Mama Debbie, and I got to repost my video from the opening last week. And so I promised I would do that, and I got to do that today. And I have other things that I got to run and do. So I want to wrap this midday up. But we showed that Moneybag Yo had given Ari, the Instagram model, Ari Fletcher, one of the Kyle sisters, okay, a 22 karat diamond ring. It's beautiful. But it wasn't as beautiful as the one that NBA young boy had picked out for God knows who. We don't know who he given that 30 carat ring that we showed on the last midday too. But it seemed like he was trying to outdo Moneybag. But that could just be my speculation, right? So Ari, we know that she likes to appear in clubs because she gets paid to do that. So, at least she ain't wasting her time. She does get paid to appear in clubs. Now, I don't know if this is a celebrity that has grabbed onto her or if this is just a regular, club person who wants to take a picture. But I want to kind of point out how you know when you got a good thing and you're extra careful. Take a look. So as you can see, now, first of all, when you out in that type of an outfit, baby, now she looking good. I'm not going to play like she don't, she stays fly. I got to give her that. Very pretty little pie face girl. Okay. And, her and Moneybag are an item. And what I like about her, now I think Ari Fletcher is a Cancer. Okay. Cancer women are pretty loyal for the most part. I think relationship wise. Now I don't know if you were Cancer in the chat and you a cheater. Now's your time to speak your piece, bitch. Okay, but Moneybag Yo being one of the most successful rappers in this time, or in his time right about now, giving out 22 karat diamond rings, and we don't know yet still if there was a proposal made or not. But I wouldn't want to mess that thing up either. So what you're looking at is that she's taking a picture and the man who is standing next to her puts his arm like in the palm of her back, okay? But she politely ducks down and moves that arm up on the shoulder. Come on in, Ari. Ari said we're going to get some straightening for the one time, okay? I am taking, bitch. I got me a 22 karat diamond ring, and you ain't finna mess that up in your beat toboggan and all that, bitch. Okay, you ain't got no money to mess that up. But goddamn it, Ari, I don't think the outfit helps. Okay, people gonna want to touch all on that. Okay, because it's out there. Damn it, that thing poking, honey. She gotta expect that. Okay, but yeah, so. If you ever want to know what mistakes not to make, you might want to use Ari as reference for the one time. I think she did the right thing. Get that hand up on that shoulder, Negra, and be glad that I'm even touching you. Okay. That's how you do it, Ari. Get you some straightening for the one time. Ari said, I don't want them Moneybag Yo problem, bitch. I don't want them Moneybag Yo problems. Anyway, y'all. I think this concludes the midday show. Much love to y'all. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. It's a beautiful, beautiful midday, and we're going to have it no other way. I do have other videos lined up. I intend to come on and out and do the movie night review, Imitation of Life. But then if the energy calls, I might just back that and do the Mukbanger Media pertaining to what's going on with the extras of the B-Love Dub sector. Okay, just depends. I might put a poll out and see how y'all feeling. Either way, thank you for supporting the midday show and myself. I fucking love y'all. Sun ain't out where you are. You be the sun. And until next time, well, y'all know I'm gonna holler.